Good evening. Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, where I thought I would do something a little bit different this evening. And it's all over to you guys. You can ask me anything you want. I've decided to do a live Q&A. You can ask me anything you want. It can be football. It could be anything. Absolutely anything. So obviously get your questions in. Man City have just taken a 2-0 lead over Man City. And obviously Newcastle missed an absolute sitter as well. So it wasn't very, very good. Evening to Seamus Moore, United Way, Guy Balham, EZ Scotty 99. Nothing but Reds are in. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, go over and check Kyle McFarlane's channel out. A really, really good channel as well. Can't wait for the Hendo shuffle, says Seamus Moore. Right. This is the first question I'll ask. Doug, why is Liverpool the greatest club in the history of time? Put it this way, the last 2 seasons have been absolutely amazing. It's just been absolutely enjoyable to obviously watch the Reds come from the brink and obviously nearly winning it last season to obviously winning it this season. But yeah, we've obviously won the most trophies of any English club. Obviously, obviously you'll get Manchester United fans saying that they've won the most Premier League titles. I get that. But let's just enjoy this. Let's just enjoy the Premier League, winning it. And yeah, obviously, it's been very, very good. Here's a good question. Hey, babe, if you could pick your favourite team, which one would it be, Liverpool or Livingston? Wow, that's a good question. Interesting. Obviously, I'm not going to get to many Liverpool games, but obviously Livingston games I get to a lot. All the time. So that's something to obviously see. If I had to pick Liverpool, just because obviously of them being iconic, etc., winning the Premier League. I have to say, I've been very, very impressed with Liverpool this season. I've been impressed with Livingston this season as well, but if I had to pick, it would definitely be Liverpool. Guy and Balham, will you be able to answer my questions through Twitter or should I ask here? I will get my phone for your questions. Just give me a minute, or just put them in the chat as well. Amen. Let's enjoy it. Red says nothing but Reds. Yep, absolutely. Oh, Stevie G or Jordan Henderson? I think both are absolutely fantastic. I think both of them deserve credit. Obviously, Jordan Henderson is going to become the first Premier League captain, first Liverpool captain to lift the Premier League title. Stevie G, he could win a match on his own. He was absolutely fantastic. If I had to choose, I think because of the fact that obviously Stevie G managed to get victories on his own. Don't get me wrong, Henderson has been absolutely fantastic captain, but that's a really tough question to ask. But then again, I did say you could ask me anything, but that's a tough question. Tough question for that. But if I had to pick, I would pick Stevie G just because of obviously the way that he did win games on his own. Becca said, "Oh no, poor Livingston." Yeah. Jay Hart, if you weren't a Liverpool fan, which other Premier League club would you support? I've always had a soft spot for Newcastle. I don't know what it is, but it's like Newcastle were a very, very big club when I was growing up. Obviously 2003, 2002, 2003. Obviously they were Champions League semi-finalists, I think, or was it UEFA Cup semi-finalists? I can't remember which way, but I remember the Newcastle team sort of growing up of the obviously of the noughties, and I thought it was very, very good team Newcastle. So I think that's something you can say for sure. But yeah, I've had a wee soft spot for Newcastle. So if I didn't support Liverpool, I would have been a Geordie. So yeah, I think that's I think that's good. Yeah, if you can answer the question through Twitter I sent yesterday, that would be fine. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Skulls all the way, says J Hart. Hello to Amy. Hope you're doing well. Suarez or Firmino? Ooh, that's another toughie. That's another toughie. Don't get me wrong, Luis Suarez was absolutely fantastic when he came when he was at Liverpool. Firmino, just for me makes that front three click as far as I'm concerned. He's a very very good player, and to be honest, he is going to. He's obviously a Premier League winner. Obviously, Suarez hasn't done that yet. Obviously, Suarez hasn't done that. So Firmino, I would say Firmino. I know Suarez. I know Suarez is very, very good. He's very controversial. I think there's no doubt about it. Obviously, we all know about. There's obviously the racism with with uh, with obviously Patrice Evra. We all know about that, and obviously unfortunate thing to do. So, yeah. But yeah, for me, it'd be Firmino. Hello to Liz Golden. Hope you're doing well. Oh gosh, if you weren't a Livingston fan, which Scottish club would you support? Wow. That's interesting. That is a very, very interesting question there, Scotty. Um, Probably nobody, in all honesty. I just there's just something about Scottish football at the moment. I wouldn't support Celtic. I wouldn't support Rangers. Hearts, I absolutely hate the colour of maroon, so I would not support Hearts. Hibs, um, obviously being from Edinburgh. No, actually, no. I'll tell you the Scottish club I would support. Inverness Caley Thistle. Always had a soft spot for Inverness Caley Thistle. So I think Inverness Caley Thistle would be one of those ones to do it. Oh my goodness. So yeah, for answer to your question, Scotty, it would be definitely Inverness Caley Thistle. Sterling or Coutinho? Sterling at a push. I know Coutinho was very, very good, but Sterling, since he's been Man City, you have to credit him. He's been very, very good. So that is one thing you could say for sure. Seamus Moore saying Bobby all the way for me. Do you cook, and if so, what is your signature dish? Um, Obviously, I don't know if Rebecca's watching. Unfortunately, I'm not a very good cook. But I do a good sort of microwave sort of meal. Uh, that's probably the best thing I would probably say. I, no, I don't really cook, to be honest. Maybe I should start. Maybe I should start sort of maybe learning to cook some things, but unfortunately not. I don't cook. I don't cook, unfortunately. So that is one thing that I'll have to agree with there. So that is interesting. Hello to Russell, Eat Sleep United Repeat, going over to his channel. Very very good channel, and obviously yeah, check his stuff out. Very very good. Manchester United fan, but he's a lovely guy. He's a lovely guy, comedian as well. Go check him out. He has asked, will Liverpool win the league next season? It's really tricky, really tricky to say this, but I'm gonna say yes. I just think because of obviously, like, I know Chelsea will be good next season. I expect Manchester United to be good next season. It all depends on Manchester City. I think Manchester City will be determined to go back and try and win the next title. I think Pep's in his final year at City. I think that's probably going to be the case as well. So, but for me at the moment, I think if we can continue what we're doing, if we can get a couple of bodies in, I think we'll be fine. But I don't think we're going to win the league by about 23 points at this moment in time. So yes, to answer your question, yes, I do think we will win the league next season. Evening to Mikey, evening to Roberto. A good microwave meal, haha, says Eat Sleep United Repeat. Yeah, microwave popcorn counts as a meal, right? I suppose, yeah. I suppose you could do it. Les Golden says you should learn one special occasion dish you can cook for Rebecca. Yeah, that's very, very true. Microwave popcorn is the best. Yes, I would agree with that. Hello to the United family. Good to see you in here. We're totally going to repeat next year, says Liz Golden. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Guy in Balham says Manchester City might have a European ban, so no Champions League matches in the season. Yeah, and also the fact is that obviously some of their players might leave. Your De Bruyne's, your Sterling's, your Aguero's. So probably I would say them. Roberto, United can still win the Premier League this season. Lol. Nah, to be honest, to be fair, United are looking good. To be fair, Manchester United are looking good. And I've said this for a wee while. Leicester are the team to catch, I think. Leicester have 4 wins out of the last 15. It's not looking good for Leicester. And another defeat today against Chelsea. It's not looking good for them. It is not looking good for them at all. But Manchester United do go to the Amex on Tuesday, and it's a place that they've never actually won in the Premier League. So I would expect them to win though. The momentum's with them. If they can keep winning, I think they've got Chelsea next round in the FA Cup. I can see them winning that game. In all honesty, I could see them winning in that game. So I think United will definitely probably beat Chelsea in that semi-final. But a semi-final is very, very interesting. Right, Pogba and Fernandes are looking up very well. Yes, they are absolutely. Guy and Balham, Sani will leave. Brendan is struggling. Yeah. I think burnout is what is happening with Leicester. I think they're just running out of steam, unfortunately. Excuse me. I think United could get top 4. Yeah, I said at the start of the season I thought United might finish 5th. But I obviously, if you check my video of predicting how the league or the top 6 or how the bottom 5 is going to finish, I predicted Manchester United to finish 4th and Chelsea 5th. It may be looking like Leicester City could be looking like they could be missing out as well. No, we still need a better squad. I did see the game last night against Norwich. There were a couple of players in there where I'm thinking, how are they still at Manchester United? Lingard for one, Mata. I hate to say it. It is looking like Lingard will definitely be honest. I think they want 20 million if you believe anything. Seamus Moore, I think Leicester will drop out of the top 4. I really hope they don't, but we can see that happening. Mikey Smith, how many points will you win it by next season if you think Liverpool can retain the title? I think it's all about obviously how obviously the Champions League will go, and whether or not Klopp takes the cup seriously enough. I think that's what's been missing this season is obviously the cups, but we have been much better this season. How many points? I don't think it'll be as 23 points as we won it this season. Maybe 5, 10 points. I would take that as well. Oh, here we go. Is Michael Owen better than Fowler? No, he's not. He's not, and I'll tell you why. Robbie Fowler. I know Michael Owen had a very, very good time of it at Liverpool. Sold for 8 million by Rafa Benitez to Real Madrid many years ago. Just unfortunately, it was just one of those things, really. One of those things for me. But I don't actually think Michael Owen is better than Fowler. No, Robbie Fowler for me is a Liverpool legend and always will be. Unfortunately, obviously he left very early on as well. Came back for a season or two, and yeah, it was just didn't happen. So no, to answer your question, Fowler is better than Michael Owen. Favorite non-LFC or Livingston kit? Ooh, good question. I quite like the Wolves kit from this season. It's very bright, I'll say that, but it's a nice orange. It's been a very nice sort of orangey kit. I quite like that. If I had to pick one in Scotland, to be fair, Aberdeen's this season for the red one was very good. But I tell you what my favourite one was. That Arsenal kit from what season was it? It was the last season they were at Highbury. I really like that kit. And it was one of those ones, but the Juventus one as well. That's a very very good one to have as well. So yeah, I would say those. Thoughts on Arthur signing? Did we overpay? 72.5 million euros. Yeah, I think you've paid maybe 25 million too much. I don't think he's been worth that. So I don't think that is. I think it's a very good signing. I think Barcelona need to get rid of some of their. Need to get rid of some of their players for sure. But yeah, I just feel that was maybe a signing that you maybe got him. But no, I think it's a very good signing. I think it's a very good signing, and as you say, better than Pjanic as well, who I think is going to Barcelona as a swap deal, if I remember rightly. Guy in Balham says Mata is old and slow for the team play. We all know he's a good player and was a good player from his career, but he is old, says Guy in Balham. Yeah, he is. Wolves are there as well. Don't write them off. Yeah, I would agree. Who's been your least favourite player this season? Dejan Lovren. The guy gives me butterflies. The guy gives me butterflies in my stomach. Every time he goes onto the pitch, you're always thinking, what is he going to do next? He is an absolute bomb scare. It's the same with Otamendi as well, and David Luiz. If you could put David Luiz, Dejan Lovren, Phil Jones, Mustafi as well in a back four, I think you would probably get relegated, to be honest. I think you would get relegated. So yeah, for me, Dejan Lovren, least favourite player in the Premier League. Interesting. I don't know. I really don't know. Ndombele, Joe Linton, they've been really poor. So I'll say those two. Russell says, I have a Berwick Rangers kit. They are my favourite Scottish team because they are English. Yeah, to be fair, Berwick Rangers have had a bit of a downward spiral recently. They're non-league now, so they were in League One, and then they were obviously League Two, but they got relegated pretty badly as well. It's a good away trip though, Berwick. It's a very very good away trip. Yeah, Pjanic going to Barca. Yeah, definitely. Mata is only 31. Some players are in their prime still at that age. Yeah, do you know what? I think, look, I don't think Mata is going to be a starter for Manchester United. I will say that now. But he will still be a good sort of, backup player, I would say. And Seamus Moore's put up a very good point as well. Milner's in his 30s as well, and is still very good. Mr. Reliable, of course. Very, very good. Oh, here we go. Connor with another very, very tough question. Alonso or Mascherano? Oh, gosh. Oh, I loved both of them. I absolutely loved both of them. I don't think we replaced Mascherano until Fabinho came in. I think that was the player that we were clearly missing. Mascherano for me was very, very good. But Alonso was just something else. I mean, the guy could pass. The guy could take free kicks as well. Do you know what? I would have to say Alonso, but Mascherano was absolutely fantastic as well. He's been very, very good for Liverpool. Obviously, a bit temperamental, has to be said. I remember him getting red carded at Old Trafford very, very quickly in a 3-0 defeat. So, yeah, it'd have to be Alonso for me. And I was gutted when he left. Absolutely gutted when he left as well. Seamus saying hello to Connor. Juan Manuel Mata Garcia, born 28th of April 1988, is 32, is slow, and one good game at Norwich at home. Yeah, well, yeah, that's interesting. Alonso was the best passer of the ball on his day, says Seamus Moore. Yeah, Man City have just beaten Newcastle by 2-0, so they will play Arsenal in the next round of the FA Cup. So, and actually, the last time Arsenal played Man City at Wembley in a semi-final, Arsenal won 2-1. So, who knows? Guy and Balham, are you still doing FIFA live streams like tomorrow, bro? And after season 2, are you still doing them? I know the aim was to do them during lockdown before Premier League project restart. The answer to your question is yes. The Premier League, the FIFA streams will be back tomorrow. I've just decided to like have a couple of days off, just sort of refresh my batteries. Although, if you check out Thursdays, it was Thursday's episode. It was 4 wins in a row, which was very very good. And after season 2, are you still doing them? It depends on how I do, because at the moment I'm still in the I'm still in the race for the Premier League. I'm still in the race for the Champions League. So that's something else to do. So to answer your question, I will see how I do. I will see how I do. But we shall see what happens. Yeah, but yeah, guys. Obviously, if you are in the chat, then please hit that smash the like button. I should say, not hit the subscribe button. What am I talking about? But yeah, smash the like button. That would be fantastic. And obviously, I will go to Guy and Balham because obviously he had a couple of more questions in here. But obviously, get your questions in below, and I'll obviously answer them as well. And hopefully my phone doesn't die. So here we go. So, whoa. What is your favourite type of foreign food? Anything Italian. I really, really like Italian food. I do like a chicken korma though. I do like that as well. But yeah, I would say anything Italian. I do like a Chinese as well. I do like sweet and sour chicken, so that was very very good as well. Which celebrity would you like to meet at Starbucks for a cup of coffee? Well, I'll say that now. I don't drink coffee, so it would have to be tea. Celebrity. Well, there are many, but the one I would really, really like to meet, and he's a fantastic actor, and he shares a birthday with me, is Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is an absolute wonderful actor. Even if it wasn't Tom Hanks, I would say Robert De Niro as well. I think he's a fantastic actor as well. So that would be something I would obviously do as well. What was your first job? First job. I was a paper boy. Many many years ago. So that was good. That was very very good as well. But yeah, that was weird. That was a weird one actually. That was a very very weird one. Guy and Balham, that's cool. Thanks, no problem. Hey, the Cop Council says EZ Scotty. What is your favourite ice cream topping? My favourite ice cream topping, I'm a bit of a boring person to be honest, is vanilla. I absolutely love vanilla. The only one I would obviously say probably that would obviously tempt me rather than vanilla is probably banoffee, but that's a long sort of way to get that. So yeah, but I know you can get banoffee in obviously shops etc. Seamus saying Tom Hanks, good shout. Oh well, that's good to know. That is very very good to know. I've done that one. What are some shows you've been watching on Netflix, Disney Plus, and any other movie platforms such as them? I tell you what, I have been watching, and I absolutely think it's fantastic. Even though it's Sunderland, it's Sunderland till I die. I have to say, if you want to see the insights of what goes on in and around a football club, go and watch Sunderland till I die. It is absolutely magnificent. I really, really do enjoy that. It is very, very good. So I would definitely recommend that as well. Disney Plus. Don't really watch much Disney Plus. The only really things I really sort of watch is I'm going to try and start watching The Mandalorian because I'm a big Star Wars fan. So that's something else to obviously watch as well. But yeah, that's about it. Ideally, how would you spend your birthday? Well, put it this way, my birthday will be a lockdown birthday this year, sadly, but I would usually go out to like a restaurant and sort of spend it with friends as well. So I think so. This is a very, very good question here. Liverpool and Scottish football related. How important is it for Steven Gerrard to win the league? maybe win a trophy in the following season. If he doesn't, would he be sacked? I think looking at Scottish football at this moment in time, I think Celtic are the favourites again because they've got the biggest budget, and obviously, they do keep the team winning games by the scruff of their neck. I know Rangers beat Celtic away this season at Parkhead or Celtic Park, whatever you want to call it. But unfortunately, I just don't see Rangers being anywhere near Celtic again this season. Unfortunately, maybe win a trophy. Do you know what? I think if they were to win a trophy, I don't think he'd get sacked. In all honesty, I think the Premiership is what they're wanting, because I don't think Rangers want Celtic to do 10 in a row. But that's one thing you could say. But it was but Rangers need to improve their form, because their form after as Guy and Balham has just said, form after the winter break was bad again. So that is one thing. Seamus Moore, The Last Dance is well worth a watch on Netflix. I will check that out. Mandalorian is fantastic, says Liz Golden. You must be a Star Wars fan. Good. I will obviously check that out. Do you watch any other creator on YouTube? If so, who? Says GB. Yes, I do actually. I watch quite a lot actually. That United Family, Eat, Sleep, United, Repeat. Hairdryer treatment. Obviously, lovely Sophie, of course. United Way as well. Who else did I watch? Bluebird Legend. There's loads. There are absolutely loads of YouTube creators that I watch, and I think it is very, very good that obviously being in the YouTube as well. LCFC Boya, Cop Council. There's another couple as well. Jack Mac LFC. I don't know if he's in here. I've not seen him in here just now, but no, I do watch a lot of YouTubers, I should say. So yeah, so definitely. If you have a favorite restaurant, you can order a takeaway for your birthday if you want to. That is favorite restaurant I can order a takeaway. I quite like a Domino's. I know it's expensive, but it is very, very good. I do like Domino's. Fish supper. I like fish suppers as well. So obviously a chippy. But takeaway restaurant. Yeah, I would have to say Domino's. Mikey Smith, do you watch any other sport than football? Yes, I watch a wee bit of tennis. Absolutely gutted that Wimbledon isn't on this year, but obviously, understandably, because of obviously the thing that is all around us. I'm not going to say it. I watch F1. Absolutely love my F1. Connor, Cop Council, he absolutely loves his F1 as well. So yeah, I love F1. Snooker, love watching snooker as well. Darts, what can kind of stand at its own TV, but no, I don't really watch anything. The only golf tournaments I watch are the Open, Augusta Masters, and the Ryder Cup every sort of 4 years, or is it 2 years? I can't remember. So yeah, but yeah, obviously, tennis, F1, darts of its own, snooker, and a wee bit of golf. Yeah. Balham is near Wimbledon. Both are in southwest London. Wimbledon is an iconic tournament here in the UK. Yeah, absolutely. Mikey Smith saying, "Go on, Doug. I watch tennis too." Oh, that's good. That is very, very good. Very, very good to see. Yeah, guys, keep getting your questions on. So yeah. Another one from Guy and Balham. When did you first start YouTube, and what got you into it? I started YouTube. Well, I've had this channel properly almost a year. I started on the 12th of July. So yeah, if you can go way, way back to my first video, it was just me and my phone, and basically just saying what was going to be on this channel. And obviously now look at me, 200 plus videos now, in the space of 11 months. It's been excellent. What started me into I just saw a gap in the market for sort of Premier League predictions, like a football channel, I thought it'd be very, very good. Obviously, everyone knows that I can do obviously Liverpool previews as well. I absolutely loved that. So yeah, it was just one of those things. And what got me into it was basically that I just wanted to start a proper football channel, and obviously, like, people have enjoyed it, and obviously, that's why I've got 326 subscribers right now. So obviously it's thanks to you guys, because without you guys, my channel wouldn't be anything. So I totally thank you for that. Yeah, I found your Twitter, and then throughout the season, saw your live stream and everything. Good progress. Yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. You briefly told everybody you were living in Inverness. Do you follow Inverness Cali? Say that again. Say that again when I get getting tongue tied. You briefly told everybody you were living in Inverness. Do you follow Inverness Caledonian Thistle much? Well, I've got a couple of friends who are Inverness Cali Thistle fans, and I have to say, I do. I do follow them. Obviously, they were second to Dundee United this season, and obviously, if the season had obviously continued, I would have expected them to potentially get up into the Scottish Premiership, because I do think that Hamilton would have been beaten by them. So I think that's one thing you could say for sure. But yeah, I was disappointed when that season ended very, very prematurely, because I thought it was very, very interesting to see that didn't actually happen. And obviously Dundee United got up, so that is one thing you could say. Seamus Moore, it's nice to daisy. It's nice to get the supporters' opinion. Yeah, definitely. Adzem has asked me, do you plan to do anything big to celebrate Liverpool end of the Premier League trophy drought? I'm not the person to sort of get drunk on alcohol or anything, but I would have a couple of beers. I'd have a couple of ciders. Probably go live on YouTube again. Probably have a stream where have a drink or something. But no, to be honest with you, I don't really plan on doing anything. Once the trophy's lifted, the trophy's lifted. I think it's going to sink in when the trophy is lifted, and we'll see the Hendo shuffle, obviously in an empty Anfield against Chelsea. So that's very, very interesting. Unless they've decided that they're going to give the title a little bit earlier than usual, but I don't know. But no, to be honest with you, Adzem, I don't really plan to do much. To be honest, and I'll say this: I'm not really that unbearable either on Twitter, on social media, on Facebook. Yes, obviously, I came on here live after the Chelsea game, and yeah, I was very, very jolly, etc. But no, definitely not like that. They did so well, won the Scottish Cup, but since then, no relegation. Yeah, in 2015. Yeah, I had a few beers, too many last night at Seamus Moore. I think we've all been there, to be honest. We have all been there. What do you think of football Twitter? Interesting to say that. Interesting. I think football Twitter is good for some reasons, but some other reasons it's not great. It's not great as well. So definitely that. Dave's LFC chats is in. Hello, Dave. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. It's very, very good to see you in here, and I hope you're not too hungover either. So yeah, it will happen July 21st, 22nd, because Chelsea match was going to happen on the July the 18th. By the way, Chelsea have FA Cup match semi-finals. Oh, of course, yes. Yeah, someone said that to me, actually. Someone said that to me. Yeah, so that's very interesting. Good stuff, Doug. It's best to keep it low key. Yeah, absolutely. So did I said Dave's LFC chat as well. There we go. Here's a good question from the Unbearables 2020. Do you think Klopp didn't like Timo Werner personality, and that's why he's not a Liverpool player, and nothing to do with money? Look, I think looking at it, Timo Werner, that player who's obviously said he was obviously looking for Klopp, he was waiting to go to Liverpool. I just think because of the structure of the deal, I just don't think we were going to get him anyway. So that's one thing you can say for sure. But It's a shame that we didn't get Timo Werner. I'll say that now. It's a shame we didn't get Timo Werner, but I'm pretty sure Klopp likes him. Pretty sure Klopp likes him, but it's going to be very, very interesting when we play Chelsea again. And obviously, his contract at obviously he is a Chelsea player now, so I don't think it's anything to do with personality. I just think the money wasn't there for Liverpool to do it, and I'm not blaming FSG. I'm not one of those FSG outers like. I'm not like an FSG outer or anything, so obviously don't quote me on that. But FSG have done a lot for Liverpool. They've got Klopp. They got Klopp in. Michael Edwards has done a fantastic job over transfers over the years. So, I don't blame them. I don't blame them not going for Werner. And obviously, Chelsea obviously got in there. So congratulations to Chelsea. But, I don't think we were going to pay him 200k a week. From what I've been hearing anyway, I believe he's on 200k a week now at Chelsea. So I think that's be very, very interesting. Unbearables, hey Dave, John, JB, you should do more Q&As when you can. Yeah, do you know what? I've kind of enjoyed this. Yeah, I should probably try and do more if I can, and obviously you guys want me to do that as well. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'll still be here for a wee while longer. Where do you think Chelsea will finish in the league next year? I think probably their ambitions next season will probably be, I would say top four. Top four would be their ambitions. I think maybe challenge, but looking at it, I think Chelsea. Looking at it, Chelsea have got a good squad coming up. Obviously, they've got Ziyech coming in, Werner coming in. They may be getting Havertz as well. I think they're getting Chilwell. If you believe the rumours as well, Tagliafico I think was another one as well. Chelsea will be a force next season. There's no doubt about it. I just think it's a case of waiting to see what happens in the Champions League as well. So I think Chelsea will finish. I'm going to say third next season. I'm going to say third. I do think they'll be very, very hard to beat. But yeah, I just don't think they're quite at that stage there where they can challenge Liverpool and City. But don't get me wrong, I think City are going to need a big, big rebuild because most of their squad now are aging sort of 29, 30 now, which is very, very interesting. So, they'll need young players, and I can see City spending more and more money as well. So definitely interesting as well. Chelsea have the quality to be in top 3 next season squad, says Guy and Balham. Have you been following Gerrard's managerial career? Yes, Mikey. Obviously, I follow Livingston in the Scottish Premier League, or Scottish Premiership, whatever you want to call it. Stevie G is doing a good job at Rangers. Obviously, a good European Cup run this season. Obviously, all the way to play Bayer Leverkusen. Obviously, they lost 3-1 at I was about to say Anfield, Ibrox. So it'll be interesting to see if they can actually get the Champions League and obviously the Europa League finished. But it's going to be interesting. It'll be very, very interesting for sure. But yes, I have been following Gerrard's managerial career. Apparently, he was linked with Birmingham City the other day as well, and I don't see that happening. So that's not going to happen. So there's no doubt about that for sure. How many games Harvey Elliott need for a Premier League medal? 4. I think it's 4. I will say that now. I think he needs to play 4 games. As far as I'm aware, Harvey Elliott, Nico Williams have only played 1 Premier League game this season, so they need 4. Curtis Jones needs 3. I think that's it because Shaqiri's got 6, as is Minamino. So Minamino will get a Premier League medal, which is good to see. City might not buy until they get an outcome on the Champions League ban, says Seamus. Yeah, good point. Where will Arsenal finish next season? Oh, Alex. I don't really want to say that Arsenal will struggle next season. I think they will struggle next season. Where do I think they'll finish? Well, they're 9th at the moment. I predicted them to be 7th at the start of this season. I just felt looking at that squad, it wasn't good enough. near enough the top sort of 6, 7. Again, I don't think they're going to challenge. I don't think they're going to be anywhere near top 4 either. So that is one thing I can say for sure. So I will say in between 7th and 9th. Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see them getting anywhere near the top 4. So, here's a good question. Who do I think will win the FA Cup with the remaining teams left? So we got Manchester United, Chelsea. We've got Arsenal, Man City. I'll say Man City will win against Arsenal, and I think Manchester United will beat Chelsea. So I think it'll be a Manchester derby. And if that's the case, I think Man United will win the FA Cup. Who is going down? Right, I'll tell you who's going down now. 20th, Norwich City. 19th, Bournemouth. The final game of the season is West Ham against Villa. I will say Villa will beat West Ham. West Ham to go down. So Norwich, Bournemouth, West Ham. There you go. There's my 3 going down. Michael Gillespie. If Arsenal don't spend money, they are in serious trouble. Yes, I would agree. They'd be really, really bad. I mean, look, I think looking at it, if they don't spend money, they are going to, well, let's put it this way. They're going to lose Aubameyang. I think they'll lose Lacazette. Ozil just has to get out of Arsenal, pretty much, because obviously Arteta doesn't play him. Unai Emery didn't play him. Some strange reason Wenger didn't play him either. So, yeah, I think Arsenal are in trouble. Ian Clelland says, as an Arsenal fan, I'd say 8th. Yeah, interesting. I would say between 7th and 9th. So that's one thing. Sounds about right, says Alex. Yep. Man City, Newcastle, yeah. Do you watch the Championship? If so, who's coming up from there? I do watch a bit of the Championship. Watched a wee bit of Preston Cardiff the other day as well, and that was very, very good as well. Who's coming up? Well, inevitable. Leeds. They're going to come up. They have to come up. I think they're about 8 points clear of 3rd place. I think they're up. I think West Brom lost to Brentford as well, which is very interesting. So, Leeds, West Brom. Do you know what? I fancy Nottingham Forest. I don't know why, but I would love to see Leeds, West Brom, and Nottingham Forest back in the Premier League. I'd love to see it. Absolutely would love to see Nottingham Forest back up. Absolutely. I like Brentford FC, Alex. I've been to their training ground on Jersey Road. Sky Sports local team are Brentford FC. Yeah, Natalie Sawyer, who was on Sky Sports many, many years ago, she is a Brentford fan as well. The Unbearables 2020. I won't care too much if we don't spend again in the window. Players who leave will be replaced by the kids. We have a settled team. We don't need much more. Yeah, look, I think we have to say this for sure, that I don't think we need too much. I think the only really positions we need is an attacking midfielder, left back cover, and maybe another striker. That's what I would say. Seamus shares my ambitions for Forest going up. I'd like to see Forest go up. Yeah, I would love to see Forest go up as well. Absolutely, it would be very, very good to see Forest go up. But we shall see what happens. I've already answered the favourite YouTubers if I watch any. Obviously, I've answered that already, so we'll not be answering that one again. What other questions did you put again, Balham? If you had to pick one trophy for next season between the 2 Champions League finals won at the famous Ataturk Olympic Stadium and the Premier League trophy again, Premier League, absolutely all day long. Obviously, the Champions League would be an absolute bonus, but yeah, I would love it. I would love to win the Premier League again, obviously. But we have known that obviously in recent seasons when we have challenged for the Premier League title, 08-09, we finished, I think it was 7th or 6th or something. So yeah, that's something to obviously look at. And then obviously 14-15, we were 7th, which wasn't very good either. So that's something to take into account. But I just think with this Liverpool team at this moment in time, I don't think we're in any financial strains or anything for like that. And I don't think we're in any position to let players go. So that's pretty good either. So for me, it'd be the Premier League. It'd be absolutely the Premier League as well. Who do I see winning the Premier League? I've already answered that. Liverpool. Liverpool, obviously. Last question. How enjoyable has Liverpool winning the league campaign been for you as a Liverpool fan supporter? Many points clear of second place Manchester. This has been absolutely fantastic season for Liverpool. It couldn't have gone any better, really. I think looking at it, it's been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, 86 points. In fact, I calculated this on my phone, and I was obviously checking the results as well. Liverpool have taken out of combined the two seasons last season and this season combined. Liverpool have taken 183 points out of a possible 190. That is absolutely outstanding. Yes, I know we obviously only won one Premier League, but look at what's happened, and look at how bad City have fallen as well. So that's something as well. Michael Gillespie has asked, how will the Hearts Partick appeal go? Oh, do you know what? I don't see it ending well for them, to be honest. I think both of them will be relegated. I think both of them will go down. Unfortunately, Hearts for me are just really, really annoying. So I just don't see that. I just don't see that happening. So I think that's going to end really, really badly for them as well. So I don't see that happening for Hearts or Partick. So it's not looking good for them at all. But yeah, the hearings tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. See what happens as well. Did you see the vid of Klopp dancing? Says Seamus Moore. Yes, I did. It was very, 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 very funny. Very, very funny. That was really, really funny as well. He's a better dancer than Alan Pardew. Let's put it that way. I think, and he's a better dancer than Peter Crouch. Well, we all know about obviously Peter Crouch as well. Premo Day Long, we need to pass Sir Alex Ferguson history. Yeah, 20 Premier League titles. Yeah, it'd be nice to get 20. Who's Liverpool playing next? Manchester City on Thursday. Seamus has asked that. Is the live stream ending now or later? Do you think Liverpool can end the season unbeaten until now and the end of the season? How did Watford win against the LFC? They've been losing matches before. I will go for another 10 minutes. So we'll go for an hour. We'll go for an hour. Well, no, why not? Why not? First live Q&A. Let's do that. So we'll have an hour. Do I think Liverpool can end the season unbeaten? I think the only games we could probably lose is City, and possibly, I don't know. I'd like to say we would be unbeaten, but who knows? Yeah, Watford are not doing very well at the moment. Point above the relegation zone as well. It's not looking very, very good. They've been losing matches before and after lockdown. I'm dreading next season as a teddy bear, says Ian Clelland. Well, if you keep Morelos, if you keep Defoe, if you keep McGregor, if you keep Tavernier, then I think you'll be fine. Do I watch Scottish football? Yes, I do, JB. Sport Livingston, go to their home matches. It's been very, very good season. Fifth place. It's been very, very good. So yeah, I do follow Scottish football, and I do a lot of stuff on Scottish football on my channel as well. So Scottish Premier League predictions as well. So that is very, very good. Cop Council champions of England. We are the champions. Yes, indeed we are. Indeed we are. You've got us coming up at the Emirates. Yes, we do, Ian. We certainly do. And that is one thing I will say now, is that watching Arsenal today, they did not look very good against Sheffield United. So, but I do think they're going. Is it Norwich on Norwich this midweek? I think so. I'd expect them to win that. If you can't beat Norwich, then what else are you going to do? And I think they've still got to go to Tottenham as well. It's a really, really tough run-in for sure. Before the Watford game, we were looking like losing a game. Yeah. I think that was. I think that was probably the case. We didn't look like losing games. The only one I could think of really losing was probably Man United away. We didn't play well in that game, and obviously had to rely on Adam Lallana to get obviously an 85th minute equaliser, which was very, very good. Nice to see Lallana scoring at Old Trafford. 28 wins out of 31 is amazing, though. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Has anyone heard of the shortage of salt around London and Manchester? Yeah, I think there's a shortage. I think there is a shortage. Yeah, Norwich. Favorite LFC Twitter girls. Rebecca, what's her name? Tavares. I think she's very, very good. Melissa Reddy, she's very, very good as well. Yeah. So I think that's what I would say. JB Cole, I used to follow Scottish football, but I'm out of touch now. Lol. Well, put it this way: Scottish football is going for an interesting period now, I think, and it'll be interesting. It'll be very, very interesting as well. But yeah, look, obviously, I think Celtic will win the league again. And yeah, hopefully Livingston can, sort of push on for next season. 5th place this season, which was very, very good. So, the West Ham game as well, they were on us close. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I remember when they went, was it 2-0 up? Was it 2-0 up or was it 1? I think it was. Oh no! Sorry, it was 1-0, 1-1, and then they went 2-1 ahead. Yeah, they were very, very close that day. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Manchester United away was frustrating. Yeah, it was Guy and Balham. It certainly was. I don't think I've heard a rival fan in days, says the Cop Council. Yeah, I don't think I've heard any rival fans either. To be honest, it's been very, very quiet. Obviously. Is that a watch you wear? Fitbit. Yeah, I wear a Fitbit. I'm actually in a bit of a competition with Rebecca and her mum and dad. So it's basically to see who gets the most steps for the week. So that's one thing I could say for that. But no, I do enjoy the Fitbit as well. Who's the top dog now? Is Rangers and Celtic still dominating? Yeah, Rangers and Celtic are head above shoulders the rest. Obviously, the season ended this season. It was Celtic, Rangers, Motherwell, Aberdeen, Livingston, St Johnstone, Hibernian, Kelly, Kilmarnock, St Mirren, Ross County, Hamilton, and Hearts. So that was your had your 12 teams this season. So yeah, but Rangers and Celtic are definitely dominating for sure, and Celtic are the top dogs for sure. I had a Man United fan congratulate me yesterday. I was shocked. Haha, says Seamus. To be fair, I've had a couple of Man United fans congratulate me. Sophie WhatsApped me the other day, and she said, "Congratulations, Doug. Liverpool deserved champions." So very, very. It has been nice. It has been very, very nice. But no, not a lot of people have congratulated me from Man United. So, actually, no. Rebecca's dad has. Rebecca's dad, he's a big mank as well. And would you sell Lovren no matter how little was offered? Roma apparently for 5 million, says Guy and Balham. Interesting. I think I don't know if Lovren's going to go, but imagine if we get. Well, actually, no. Connor's going to kill me because I keep saying to him that the Koulibaly rumours are going away. Then I bloom and see in the gossip page on the BBC that they're going to say Koulibaly's to Liverpool in the next coming days. Really? We're not spending that money on Koulibaly. Say end of. We are not spending that money on Koulibaly. So that is one thing I'd have to say. But as far as Lovren's goes, just get him off the wage books. Just get him off the wage books. And I think, look, he isn't going to get in ahead of Gomez. He isn't going to get in ahead of Matip, and he's definitely not going to get ahead of Van Dijk as well. So I think that's one thing to say. I think if we don't get a backup centre back, Lovren will stay. Yeah, I do see that. Koulibaly apparently going to Manchester City. Twitter City Extra said that. Yeah, 72 million. Man City don't spend anything other than 60 million, so I think that's a load of bollocks. That rumor. Oh, I swore. I don't swear very often, so yeah, that is a load of rubbish. He isn't coming at all. We don't need him, says the Cup Council. Do players ratings for this season? Ooh, Liverpool players. Okay. Well, obviously, I would go for right. Alisson, I would give. Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, so let's put it that way. 9, Alisson. Well, actually, everyone should really get a 9 or a 10, really, shouldn't they? Obviously, like, or maybe sub players as well, but just I would say 8 or 9s for the whole season. They've been absolutely fantastic, Liverpool, and it's very very good to see that. But yeah, I would say that that is for sure. Okay, guys, going to go for another 5 minutes. So, you have any more questions coming in, then please get them in below. And obviously, if you have obviously missed the live stream, then obviously if you have a question to ask, then I will answer it in the comments as well. Excuse me. But yeah, obviously, like I think looking at this, I think Liverpool, City, Chelsea. So yeah, I would say Cobb Council 10s all round apart from Dejan. Lol. Yeah, Lovren. Shaqiri's hardly been fit, hasn't he? So that's something you could say for sure. Hard to say really. It's there's been so many good players, so many outstanding performances as well, and well, actually, Klein. Oh, I haven't seen Klein, have we? So he's on his way out. So I think that is one thing for sure. But yeah, the Liverpool players have been absolutely fantastic this season. So it has to be said. It's going to be very very interesting to see if we can do it. King Kenny was right about Hendo all along. I don't see many Hendo haters anymore, says the Unbearables 2020. Well, yeah, just imagine the fact that he nearly left Liverpool for Fulham, and we would have had Clint Dempsey. God forbid, please no. What young players do you think we will see more of next season? Right, young players. Harvey Elliott, I think he's going to get some game time. I think Curtis Jones will get some game time. I think Nico Williams will get some game time. The players coming back, I would say, very, very interesting. Brewster, I'd like to see more of Brewster, but I just don't see him playing much. But yeah, they're your main candidates, I would say. Will we see more of Sepp Vandenberg? There's a lot of people saying to me that Sepp Vandenberg is not doing too well at Liverpool, so that's one thing as well. Take care, bro. Last question: how did you meet your partner? And your favourite match from Klopp first season was Dortmund at home. Oh, favourite first match from Klopp's first season? Yeah, it'd have to be Dortmund. It would have to be Dortmund. Dortmund match was absolutely fantastic as well. So I think the Dortmund game. Villarreal at home as well. That was a good comeback as well. So that was very very good for me as well. And how did I meet? Rebecca. I met her through a website called Christian Connections. So I think that would be. I think yeah, and yeah, it's our. I think I need to get this right. 4-year anniversary on Wednesday. So yeah, 4 years together. It's crazy. Hello to True Football. Hope you're doing well, mate. Who will be the next LSE player from the academy to step up? Clarkson, for example. Abdi Sharif. Really tricky one to be honest. Very very tricky to say that. I'd like to see Clarkson step up. I'd like to see Abdi Sharif. Obviously, people remember Larucci, Adam Lewis. It'd be nice to see them. It would be very, very nice to see them as well. Harvey Elliott is the one I want to see more of. Yeah, definitely. Do you accept that Liverpool will be champions next season? Do you accept that Liverpool will be champions next season? Or expect the Liverpool to be champions next season? Yes, I do. I do, and that's not from a biased point of view. It's just from the fact that why just stop? Why stop? Just keep going, keep going, keep going as well. Right, I will go for another 2 minutes, and then that is me. The Firmino turn on Soldado. Yeah, definitely. Your thoughts on Kelleher? Is he better moving to another club? I think Kelleher needs to move on loan. I think he needs to get some game time. I think Championship would be very, very good for him. So that is definitely what I'm going to say for that as well. Expect, I think he means, yeah. I think, yeah. As I've said, I do expect Kelleher to move on loan as well. Alex is asking, are you doing another watch along? Do you know what? I could probably do it on StreamYard, couldn't I? I could actually do a Premier League watch along on StreamYard, and then obviously like have something in the on here. I could probably do one. So if you guys want me to do another watch along, then absolutely fine. I'll be absolutely fine to do that. But obviously it won't be this week because I am back at work. So that is one thing I can say for sure. So we shall see. See what happens. But that I'm going to end it there. Thank you everyone who's obviously put questions in. Thank you for everyone who's watched as well. If you are new around here, then please hit that subscribe button as well. And I hope you've enjoyed my live Q&A. It has been absolutely fantastic to do. And yeah, if you want me to do any more, then obviously I'll be happy to do that. Tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock, myself, Connor Niblett from the Cop Council, Jack Mack LFC, and Mickey Friars will be doing a live Manchester City versus Liverpool preview, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Come and join me then. I will be doing it live on StreamYard again. So really looking forward to that. So yeah, so I will be doing that as well. So yeah, I will be looking forward to that. Alex is saying, cool. I look forward to it. Would like to see a watch along to Seamus Moore. Have a good evening, Mike. Yeah, you too, Mikey. Yeah, Cobb Council, like, share, and sub, absolutely. And take care. Good stream as always. You'll never walk alone, says Seamus. So, from me, that is all for tonight. Thank you very much for everyone who's watched. And I will see you all tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock, Manchester City versus Liverpool, live match preview. Should be a good one. Please follow. Please go and see that. Obviously, link will be in the video description as well. So yeah, it's already up there. So yeah, looking forward to that. I will see you all tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Thank you for watching, and you'll never walk alone. Stay safe. See you later. Bye bye.